moved to New York City, did you not?
I did.
A lot of our guests live here in LA, so literally they sometimes just wander in accidentally on their way to Whole Foods, and then that's how we get it. But you live in New York now. How's it going?
It's good. I decided to move when I had my first daughter, and I still have this fantasy version of New York where it's easy to live, but I didn't realize that. You have it's hard to raise kids there.
Yeah.
It's a lot. You
not
moved from New York to here.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's dirty and there's a lot of distractions. And I moved to the East Village, which is the dirtiest place in the city, basically. So recently I was rolling my little girl in a stroller down near Tompkins Square Park. And, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I have my cell phone there, and I kind of, I'm trying to pay attention, and she's trying to play the Moana soundtrack so she sleeps. And I see kind of like two homeless people fighting with each other. So I stop, like a good Samaritan, and take a picture of them. And I forgot that I was rolling, I forgot about my daughter. And the stroller kind of just like beelines for the curb.
Oh. Well, it's rolling by itself?
Yeah, it starts to, I didn't lock it. It has a lock.
Yeah.
And I didn't lock it because I was taking a picture of homeless people fighting. And it goes right to the curb, and I'm like, I realize I don't go right away. And you
don't go right away?
Well, no, I'm like
You're
in shock.
I know that's not good, but this picture's really gonna be...
Well, yeah, exactly. I was in shock, and then it literally did like an O.J. Simpson in Naked Gun, like a Norbert, like right into what I call a New York puddle. A New York puddle. A New York puddle is like a puddle that's been there for 2 weeks and it hasn't rained in 2 weeks, and it always has two primary colors in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I ran and I like picked her up, and she was totally fine. She looked like the Toxic Avenger, but she was like totally cool. And I looked up, and the homeless people were taking pictures of me.
Yeah, but that's terrible. Also, she's fine now.
Yeah, she's fine now.
She's fine now, but she's gonna have superpowers in like 5 years.
But I heard you like talking about you being traumatized at 3 years old from a loud noise, and now I'm like, oh shit, now I'm just I mean, protective services are probably gonna take me away after this.
No, they watch these shows for that. You have 2 daughters then now?
I do, yeah.
What do you guys do for fun?
Well, recently we tried to get outside, but now we're traumatized for that. So I made like a bucket list of things that I wanted to kind of, do with my kids. And one of them is showing, when they're old enough, showing them The Simpsons. Like, I think that Lisa Simpson is the greatest role model for young women in the history of fiction.
I think so, yeah.
And once my kid hit 2 years old, I tried to keep her away from TV. Of course, you only. And then, then I sat her down, and we started to watch The Simpsons together. And I think she's kind of understanding it.
2 is pretty young.
It's pretty young. I did ask her what her favorite character was. I wanted her to say Lisa so bad, and she goes, the one with the donuts. Because she loves donuts. She went for Halloween, she went as a ghost donut. She's obsessed with donuts.
A donut that died, and it's the ghost of the donut?
Yeah, yeah.
That's very imaginative.
Yeah.
And frightening. Is this the one that fell in the toxic pool by any chance?
It might be, yeah, it might be.